Rich Tehrani with TMC here. Thanks for watching. We're at CES 2013. I'm in the Fraunhofer booth. I'm about to speak with Robert Bleidt. He's going to tell us what's new and interesting from his company at this show. Robert, take it away.
Yes, we're introducing two new technologies from Fraunhofer here at CES. One is 3D audio. We've brought 3D, which is the extension of stereo, mono, surround sound to 3 dimensions, to the car, which we will be showing in an Audi concept car at the Audi booth here at CES. This provides a realistic, encompassing surround image for each occupant in the car, unlike traditional stereos where you might hear more left if you're on the driver's side or more right if you're on the passenger's side. Now you would hear the audio as it's intended, no matter which position you're sitting in the car. And it's a more realistic, more enveloping experience because you're hearing the room reflections from above due to the height speakers. And as I put it, it's now realistic enough to where if you shut your eyes, you are there. So we feel it's a true forward step in terms of understanding and designing automotive sound, and it will represent a real benefit for the consumer because they can now listen in their car just as they would in a studio. The other
So before we go on, just a quick question. So over the past decades, companies have tried this 3D reproduction of sound through things like direct reflection from the rear reflection. With some speaker manufacturers would have, like, let's say 88%, 89% of the sound reflect off the rear, and then maybe one driver in the front, 8 drivers in the back, and others would have circular drivers trying to recreate 3D sound correctly. Now the question I have is, are you doing something like that, or is there some kind of computer technology? In other words, what's your way of achieving that same kind of effect?
Well, this is a completely different technology from the approaches that you've described. In this case, they're actually active speakers, which are in the ceiling of the car, that are reproducing special audio signals in order to correctly represent those room reflections. So it's not an approximation. This is the same thing you would hear if you were actually in the room that we're simulating.
Kind of like a studio almost, because you really have tight control. You know exactly what that environment's going to be like.
Yes, the other point to this technology is it works with the consumer's existing content. So you can play content from CD or from your iPod, and it will be reproduced correctly.
Excellent. Now you have something else as well.
Yes, we do. Over the past few months, we've been introducing the Fraunhofer surround sound codec into Android. This is now a standard feature as of Android 4.1 in all Android tablets and phones. And the advantage of this is you can now stream or download content to your Android phone. While you're mobile, you can listen with headphones, but when you get home, you can plug the MHL or HDMI cable into your phone, connect it to your surround system and your TV in your living room, and you can experience the same content in 5.1 or 7.1 surround sound. So you'll be able to hear movie and entertainment content on your phone in the best quality no matter where you are.
Excellent. What other kinds of things can we expect in the future from the company?
Well, Fraunhofer will continue to take our 3D sound innovation into the automotive world. We will also continue to work in the mobile space to bring even more audio technologies to Android and similar handset platforms. And there's one other innovation which we're showing here at the show. We'll also be emphasizing our AAC ELD codec, which is an adaptation of our AAC music codec technology to phone calls. It is a codec that's currently used in Apple's FaceTime to do FaceTime calls, where you get real CD quality out of a phone call as opposed to the scratchy, garbled mobile phone experience that a consumer is used to. We've brought this technology also to Android phones, and it's now present in all Android phones and tablets for application developers to use in making chatting and conferencing applications.
Excellent. Thank you so much for your time. This was great.
Thank you.